Okay. Grace and peace to you. Yeah, take two. That's right, James. You guys are on it. Welcome to Morning Watch. I'm Rob, one of the pastors here at White Plains. Maybe everything went through on your end. It did not look like it did on my end here, so I had to reset. All right. But good morning. Glad you're with us today. This is where we gather for a song and a thought for the day. Sometimes twice when the first setup does not go well. Glad you're with us whenever you're watching. Thanks for being here, liking, commenting, all of that good stuff. Hey, Terry, Floretta, Robin, Kenna, everybody that's with us this time around. Let's start our time together by going to God in prayer. Help me call a blessing down, for I think our poor old world needs it. A blessing of peace, a blessing of the ordinary, a blessing of national life without chaos, and personal life without fear. Help me pray a healing down, for I know how much we need it. A strengthening of the bonds between us. Simple respect and patient listening. A new beginning for us all. Help me welcome the sacred down, the wide-winged spirit, drawn from every corner of heaven, to walk among us once more, to show us again how it can be when justice is the path and love the destination. Amen and amen. Well, yesterday was a Rich Mullins song, and today I think I'll do another one. How about that? Let's see. a candlelight in Central Park. It won't break my heart. Oh, it won't break my heart. It won't break my heart to say goodbye. Yeah. It was one of my dad's actually favorite Rich Mullins songs. He told me many times, he's like, that's me. I'm going to go out like Elijah. And in his last days, he would sometimes ask me, can we just go now? One time I told him that I didn't have that capability, Dad. And he cursed, which was kind of funny. So, yeah. Audio dropped low. Okay. Glad you can hear me there, James. Who knows with all this technology. All right. So, yeah, we're on this theme of renewal. And I chose that song and maybe thinking about my dad a little bit because of what these words say today about the elders. Elders are a people of the future. Bishop Charleston writes, my culture respects the elders not only because of their wisdom, but because of their determination. The elders are tough. They've survived many struggles and many losses. And now, as they look ahead to another generation, they are determined that their sacrifices will not have been in vain, that their children's children will not grow up in a world more broken than the one that they sought to repair. The elders are voices of justice. They are champions for the earth. They defend the conscience of the community. And we follow the elders because they have a passion for tomorrow. They are people of the future, not of the past. He says tradition is not about staying the same. It's not about continuing spiritual business as usual. Native American tradition is the path to the future because it is how we constantly renew what we have. And faith is about making all things new, all things, not just a few. It is about transforming life in the Kiva by reimagining it and recreating it until life emerges, just as our past reshaped to fit our future. It is about renewing life in the sweat lodge, entering into the unknown darkness of change, exchanging hope without the religious clothing we use to hide ourselves from one another, and singing our prayers to the Spirit until we emerge into a new vision. The ancestors carried us. They were as troubled as we were, our ancestors, those who came before us, and for the same reasons. Fear of illness, a broken heart, fights in the family, the threat of another war. Corrupt politicians walked their stage, and natural disasters appeared without warning. And yet, they came through, carrying us with them. Through the grief and the struggle, through the personal pain and the public chaos, finding their way with love and faith. Not giving in to despair, but walking upright until their last step was taken. My culture does not honor the ancestors as some quaint spirituality of the past, but as a living source of strength for the present. They did it. So will we. He says part of the exchange to achieve renewal is understanding the meaning of ancestors. To some readers, it may seem strange that I keep coming back to this touchstone so often. Why do I keep talking about the ancestors? Isn't that looking backward rather than looking forward? But let me offer this invitation to a deeper awareness from my own tradition, from the ancient tradition of my own people, the Choctaw Nation. We practiced communal burial. For us, individual burial seems strange. because it isolated the person. After living in the midst of an extended family for so long, a person's body would suddenly be put into the earth, cast off and alone. That seemed cold to us. Instead, through communal burial, they would remain in the midst of the community that they had always known. Continuity in life would not be lost. And what was would be transformed, renewed into what will come. The thread of life would be unbroken. The past would move through the present, seamlessly into the future. Death, therefore, was not a break in the path of life, but a doorway, a never-ending renewal of the whole community. Spiritual community that can withstand darkness exists outside the borders of time. I'm going to read that one again. Spiritual community that can withstand darkness exists outside the borders of time. Our ancestors in the faith are not only still here for us, but they actively seek to help us in every way they can. And when we start getting into that, a lot of people are like, whoop, too much. But don't we believe that? Isn't that our tradition, our understanding? Didn't Jesus meet on the Mount of Transfiguration with Elijah and Moses? I'm not saying I'm going to, see a physically embodied ghost. We're not talking about that. We're talking about energy. We're talking about what goes on. Talking about life eternal and what lies beyond the veil. I certainly don't have it all figured out, but I believe in the tenets of my Christian faith, and they tell me that this is not all there is. It will be changed, as our liturgy says and our scriptures say, in an instant. And I believe in that availability of the past that Charleston is talking about here. Hey, buddy. I also believe in the wisdom of animals. All right. May you have a blessed day today, folks. We're already running a little long. Sorry about our technical problems this morning. We'll look forward to exploring these topics more tomorrow in this book. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. May you find peace and purpose in this day. Thanks, James. Good deal. Thanks for the update. All right. Y'all take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another Morning Watch.